I'm going to start things off with Bulbasaur as a solid S tier. He's my go-to starter. Ivysaur, I'm less a fan of. He's kind of like, if you look up puberty in the dictionary, it's a picture of Ivysaur next to it. Venusaur is the same boat. That's what that's gonna be. Ivysaur B, Venusaur A. Venusaur is really cool. Charmander A, Charmeleon, same boat as Ivysaur, except cleaner looking. I just not a fan of him. Charizard also B, or Charizard will go A. That one I'll get heat. That one I'll get hate for. Charizard's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of those people that thinks he's overused and overhyped. I mean, he got what? 2 megas, Gigantamax. That's actually all I got. 2 megas and a Gigantamax, yeah. But Venusaur, well, I mean, they all got Gigantamaxes now, but he still has one more mega than the rest of them. Don't mind me. I'm complaining for nothing, I guess. Squirtle's A. We'll put all the mid-tier starters in B. Blastoise is an A. I love Caterpie, and I love Metapod. I really do. Butterfree I also really like. It doesn't hold up, I don't think. We're gonna add in a tier really quick. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna do F, because that's where these guys are gonna go. But Beedrill goes to A. Beedrill is awesome. I love Beedrill. Pidgey, and Pidgeotto will go D. Pidgeot is really cool, so Pidgeot's gonna go B. Rattata is cool. He gets carried a lot by being, Joey's ace Pokemon, and then revolutionizing the Endeavor Quick Attack strat. So for that, we can give Rattata. We'll give him a B tier. He's kind of cute, I guess. I hate Raticate though. I don't like this Pokemon. We're actually gonna change this as well. Hold on. Boom. Here we go. F in gray for failure. Don't like Spearow. I love Fearow though. Fearow is a solid A Pokemon for me. I don't know if you guys watched the Nuzlocke or anything, but he helps me out a bunch. Of course, I've lost him a couple of times. Once, I think, but he's there with me. He's a really cool Pokemon. Ekans, indifferent. Arbok, I think, is cool. Despite being the mascot of the franchise, not a fan of Pikachu. It's cool. It's cute. I don't hate it. I just don't like it. I like it. I just don't like it as much as I think I should, given that, again, it's the mascot of the franchise. Raichu is solid, though. Put Raichu in B. Sandshrew and Sandslash are S tier. I love Sandshrew, and I think Sandslash is really cool. If I get asked that question, like, if you could have one Pokemon in real life as, like, a pet or something, it's Cubone and Sandshrew are, like, my go-to. I love that. He's so cute, dude. Now the Nidorans, pretty much D all across the board, except for Nidoking, because I think Nidoking is peak. Like, and you think of Pokemon, you think of Nidoking, at least for me, dude. Clefairy and Clefable are cool. They also go here. Not as thought-provoking on those. They're just really cool Pokemon. Clefable is really cool. It's tanky, and Unaware is great. Here's where I'm about to draw more heat. I'm not a Ninetales guy. Not a Kanto Ninetales guy. I think Alolan Ninetales is fantastic. I don't like Cantonian Ninetales. Same thing with these, although my bias for Jigglypuff might just be because of Smash Bros. You know who you are. Which brings us to the Mount Moon Boy, Zubat. I think Zubat is okay. He's really cool. Not as big a fan of Golbat. So that's just that. I used to hate these Pokemon. I didn't hate them. I just had no opinion on them. But I watched Path to the Peak finally, and it like for whatever reason it made me appreciate Oddish way more. So Oddish will throw in B, Bloom and Vileplume will go D. That's just the way it has to be. I apologize. Um, yeah. I hate Parse and Parsec with a passion. This thing is dead. I don't know why it is being kept alive because the parasite is feeding on it. Venonat and Venomoth, I'm also not fond of, but I don't hate them as much as Parse and Parsec. Diglett and Dugtrio are gonna go C because again, don't really have an opinion on them. Their cries in the anime are fantastic, and my first shiny in Scarlet and Violet was Dugtrio, so I can't just put him like lower. Meowth and Persian, also not fond of. So they'll go D. I love Psyduck. He can go B, but I don't like Golduck. He'll go D. Monkeys, Mankey, and Primeape. Again, I'm indifferent with them. I just don't have enough. I don't have any attachment to them, I guess. So we can throw them C in like the middle of the ring. Here's another thing. Growlithe. Growlithe is a C. Arcanine is an A. They're fantastic Pokemon. Growlithe is really cute. I put him B. I don't like him nearly as much as I like the guys in A tier. But he's not the worst ever. These guys are okay. I'm indifferent to them. I think just because I get tired of being put to sleep, I'll do this. I'll put Poliwhirl in C though, because I actually used a Poliwhirl. Abracadabra, Alakazam. Those guys are gonna go C as well. Kadabra is like stupid powerful. Like a lot of times I'd rather I pick a Kadabra over an Alakazam, just because of how stupid powerful Alakazam is, or Kadabra. And then it'll be the same thing with these guys. You know, I don't use them a lot. They just kind of exist for me. Bellsprout is an F. I hate Bellsprout with every fiber of my being. The only thing it's good for is getting me an Onyx in Violet City. Actually, Victory Bell will go C for comedic purposes, for it always eating James in the anime. Tentacool? Tentacool's okay. Tentacruel is an S though. Tentacruel is fantastic. I love this Pokemon so much. The rocks are probably gonna go in C as well. Not a Ponyta guy, but they're not awful. So C. I love Slowpoke. Slowpoke will go B. And then Slowbro will go A. I love Slowbro. I love Slowbro so much, dude. The Mega Evolution is kind of funny, but I just like him as a Pokemon. I also like the Magnets, dude. So Magneton and Magnemite can go B. Farfetch'd. I'm indifferent. He's cool, but he's not cool, I guess. We'll put him in C. I got annoyed fighting him as a kid, or not fighting, hunting him in the Ilex Forest as a kid. If it was Galarian Farfetch'd would probably be an A. Galarian Farfetch'd is really cool. I don't like these birds. They're just a lesser version of Porygon, I guess. Seal and Dugong are nice. Seal and Dugong will go B. They're nice. They're solid water types. Don't like Grimer. Actually, I do. Grimer's cool. Put him at D. Muck can go F though. I'm not as big a fan of Muck. Shelder. I think Shelder's cool. Shelder will go B. Cloyster, however, Cloyster is an S. I love Cloyster so much. He's one of my go when it comes to battling. He's one of my go-to Kanto Pokemon. Ghastly Hunter Gengar. Gonna pass these two. Gengar's immediately an S. Because if you put Gengar any lower than S tier in a Kanto tier list, you're crazy. And I don't know how you are part of this franchise or part of this community. It's weird. Having said that, Ghastly and Haunter are gonna go A. The fact that this thing can learn punching moves despite not having arms, he'll go down to B. Onyx is a D. No, I don't like these Pokemon. One of my biggest reasons behind my disdain for Fire Red and Leaf Green is the stupid Hypno Islands. I hate it. Hate it. Krabby and Kingler. Krabby is a G. If you've seen Ash's Krabby, bro used it in like one episode and it like knocked out, 4 Pokemon and then evolved on top of one of them. It was like doing a victory dance on top of... Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but he was doing a victory dance. He just defeated a Pokemon. He was dancing on top of its like fainted corpse, and then it evolved on top of it. The biggest BM in Pokemon history. So Kingler's gonna go up there. Well, I also really like the fact that he just yells "cookie" or "cookie, cookie, cookie, cookie." Pokeballs, not a fan of. The gimmick is cool. I just don't like the Pokemon. Same thing with Execute. Don't like Execute. Executor is great though. Executor will go B. Here's where stuff might get heated for you guys. Cubone's gonna go at number 1 on S tier. He's my all-time favorite Pokemon. And if you didn't know that, where have you been throughout my channel's history? And also, now you know. Marowak is gonna go D though. I don't hate Marowak. I just think that it shouldn't exist given Cubone's lore. Well, it makes no sense. I mean, I guess it does because Cubone could still evolve, and then Marowak would have more. I don't understand. I'm not a fan of Cubone. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I know I talked about Galarian Farfetch'd earlier, but I'm gonna leave Alolan Marowak for its own video. We're not gonna talk about that one. The fighters, I think Hitmonlee is fantastic. Hitmonchan's cool. I just don't like it as much as Hitmonlee. Lickitung is a C. I'm indifferent to it. Licky, again, not gonna say anything. Gonna keep it for another one, I think. Coughing and wheezing are also indifferent. Rhyhorn's okay. Rhyhorn will go C, but we'll put Rhydon in B. Because being the first ever Pokemon is a claim to fame in and of itself. Chansey, I'm indifferent. I don't like fighting it. So for that reason, we'll go D. Tangela is really cool. But Tangela B. Kangaskhan is really cool. Horsey's cute, but not as cool. So B. D. My bad. And we'll throw Seadra in there too. I hate Goldeen and Seeking. I don't like these Pokemon. And it's not even like... No, it is. Goldeen is pretty much useless, and Seeking's just an actual monster. It's not a monster in the fact that it's powerful, a monster in the fact that it's ugly and it's scary. I'm sorry, Seeking, that you had to hear that, but that's the truth. Also not a fan of these guys, but they're not horrible, so we'll put the stars on D tier. Mime is an F. Scyther is A tier. Scyther is really cool. Jinx is an F. Electabuzz is a B. Magmar, B. Pinsir, B. All these are really cool. They're at the time, they're 1 stages, they're strong in their own rights. I just think they're solid Pokemon. I really like Tauros though. Tauros will go A. Magikarp is gonna be C, just because it's useless, and Gyarados we're gonna throw in A tier. Because it's Gyarados. You can't put it any lower than S or A. And for me, S tier is saved for like the elite. Gyarados for me just isn't that. Lapras isn't either, but Lapras is still really cool. Throw him on A next to Gyarados. Ditto will go C. I'm indifferent to it. Very useful for breeding. Other than that, it doesn't serve a purpose at all. Another take that might furl some feathers. I'm not an Eevee guy. I am not an Eevee guy. I think Eevee's cool. I just am not as big a fanatic as some people are. Some people make being a fan of Eevee their entire personality, and I don't understand it. It evolves 7 times. Cool. Beyond that, I don't think it serves a purpose. Porygon's the same. Porygon's cool, but it's not all that. The fossils are okay. You know, I mean, I don't really use. I never really used Cow. Oh no, my first playthrough I used Cowodops, and then I started picking Omanite up and Omastar. So I'll probably do that there. Omastar will go A, because I really like Omastar, and then Kabuto and Kabutops can go C tier with Omanite. Aerodactyl is solid. Aerodactyl. When I mentioned S tier is meant for the elite, Aerodactyl is one of the elite. So is this next one, Snorlax. Amazing. Absolutely love Snorlax. Fantastic. I even got a statue of him hanging up on the setup behind us. Not a statue, but like a figurine. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, come on, chair. Now we're on to the legendary birds. As far as legendary Pokemon go, I think they're lackluster. They were sick initially because they were the legendaries that we had. I just don't think they hold up anymore. Articuno was always my favorite because I've always been attracted to the ice type Pokemon. So Articuno will put Articuno A, and then Zapdos and Moltres are cool. Just not invested in them, if that makes people happy, I guess. The dragons, Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. Also really good. I don't know why I grabbed Dratini first, or Dragonair first, I mean. Let's go B. Dragonite is super cool. Our first pseudo-legendary. A tier. Just a really nice Pokemon. The only thing I think... Well, no. Nothing holds him back. I don't know. I like him a lot. I just don't like him enough to put him with the S tiers. If that makes sense. I don't know. Mewtwo. Mewtwo's one of the elite. Mewtwo goes up here. And Mew, Mr. 151 himself, Mew will go B. And that one might tickle some people in the wrong way. I'm not, Mew is cute, Mew is awesome. I'm just not a Mew guy. You know, there's so many mythical Pokemon out there. I think Mew's mythical. Hold on. Or is he still legendary? I don't know. There's so many Pokemon within the legendary, mythical, Ultra Beast realm now that I forget who's who half the time. Give me a second. Mew's a mythical Pokemon. And in the realm of mythical Pokemon, Mew just don't stand up. Because when you've got things like Marshadow, I don't know. You know what? We'll put Mew in A. Just because it was the first, and I have an Ancient Mew card. Because I'm cool. And then that is it. That's our list of the Kanto Pokemon. Let me just do this really quick so you guys know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. There we go. And then we'll add some flair to it by making it the channel color. Oh, 1 second. There you go. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this. If you don't like any of these choices, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. Go cry, I guess, somewhere on somebody's shoulder or something. Uh, but yeah, having that being said, I guess we'll see you in the next one, whatever that may happen to be. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my name is Milk. I'll see you guys next time. What up? It's editing Chris or editing Nord, whatever. I don't know how to start this transition video, ending, whatever it is. Basically, I'm gonna adjust a couple of rankings here really quick towards the end here. Alakazam and Kadabra are gonna go up to A tier, and then we will move Abra up to B. That's just it. I don't know what was going on when I was actually ranking the Pokemon, but the Psychic Boys move up. Yeah, that's it. Chikorita's an A, Bayleaf S, Meganium B. Chikorita's cute. Bayleaf is awesome. Heavily, Finian is heavily affected by Ash's Bayleaf. Meganium, it's cool. Cyndaquil S, Quilava S, Typhlosion S. This is the best starter line in all of Pokemon. I don't care. Totodile there, Krogano's there, Feraligator's S. Deal with it. Centrant, will go C. Furret will go B. Hoothoot is cool. I don't like Hoothoot as much, but I love Noctowl. Noctowl will go A. Noctowl is probably my favorite of the regional birds. So between like Pidgeots, the Staraptors, Swallows, Talonflames, Noctowl is my bird. Not a fan of Ledian. Lediba. Not a fan of Ledian either. I don't like either of these Pokemon. Comet Punch was cool as a move, but for him, but I don't know. Spinarak is nice. Ariados is solid. Crobat's insane. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is already taking a much different turn from the Kanto one because there's already so many S tier Pokemon, and that's just what it's gonna happen. Just wait till Generation 3. It's gonna be so much worse. There's gonna be so many more Pokemon up here. Chinchou is a C. Lantern, we will go S. Lantern is really fun. I really like Lantern. Not as big on the baby Pokemon, so we will throw them in C, like we do with other things that I am indifferent on. Same thing with Togetic. Not a fan of the Psychic Birds. Mareep and them are cool. Mareep and Flaffy can go here, but Ampharos will go A, because Ampharos is not a Bill Awesome guy. Meryl is cool, and Azumarill are cool. Sudowoodo's okay. Politoed, I'm gonna put him in D just because I hate fighting him. I was fighting one in Showdown and it hit Mind Reader Fissure and it just swept me, and I'm very angry at it for that reason. I'm not fond of these guys either. But I like how Hoppip kind of just like floats and jumps. So those will go there. Apom is sick. Apom is really nice. Sunflora is actually okay. Sunflora will go C. Yanma is really cool, but Yanma an A. Wooper and Quagsire both S. I don't care. Again, not evolution dudes, but Umbreon is probably my favorite out of all of them, so we'll throw Umbreon in B just for like me actually liking it. Murkrow is solid. Murkrow can go B. Slowking's also solid. I don't have as much experience with it as I would like to have. We'll put him in B. Misdreavus is cool. B.
Unknown is funny, but we'll do C. Wobbuffet's a die. No, that's harsh. Die is exclusive for Sunkern. Wobbuffet is a D. I just don't like fighting it. Hilarious in the anime. Don't like fighting it. Giraffrigon don't care about. Pineco I don't care about. Fortress I don't care about. Dunsparce is a big S tier. One of my favorites. Gligar is also solid. Steelix is going to be an S tier. Snubble can go D. Granville, I have an appreciation for because for whatever reason, Granville is like stupid. I have one in Pokemon Go, and it's stupid powerful for whatever reason. Not a fan of Quillfish. Quillfish will go D. Scizor is insane. Shuckle is awesome. Heracross is awesome. Sneasel is awesome. Teddy Ursa will go C. And Ursaring will also go C. Slugma Macargo will go D. Swinub will go C. Swine will go C. Corsola. This isn't Galar yet. C. Remoraid also C. I have a fondness for Octillery now because he won't leave me alone in the Nuzlocks, and so he goes up for me using him a lot. Delabird's cool. Delibird goes C. Mantine is a D. Not a fan of Mantine. Skarmory's okay. See, Skarmory can go C. Skarmory and Slugma are in that boat of like confusion because half of the people out there, and probably some of you that are watching this, also thought they were from Generation 3. Like 70% of the Pokemon population did for the longest time. Houndour is actually really nice, and Houndoom is also cool as well. Kingdra is an A tier. Phanpy is S. I don't care. Donphan will go A. Donphan's cool, but Phanpy's just adorable, dude. If I rate it any lower than S tier, I'll cry. I'll be sad with myself. Porygon 2. Where did I put normal Porygon? I put normal Porygon in C or D. Either way, it looks too cartoony to be a Pokemon, so I'll go D for it. Stantler, I'm not a fan of. Schmergel's okay. Schmergel will go C. Pyrogue is a D. Hitmontop is a D. I gotta go with okay. We're doing all the other babies in there except for these two because Elekid is really cool and Magby. Magby's not as cool, but it's cooler than the rest of them, so Magby will go D. Miltank, I'm gonna try and use thoughts other than it being a run killer and other than making Whitney stupid powerful. But I can't think of anything. I see Miltank, I think Whitney, and then I get angry. I put Miltank at C. Blissey will be down here. Just because some of these Pokemon I'm not a fan of, and some of them I don't like because I don't like fighting them. I don't like fighting Blissey. Raikou's my favorite of the legendary birds. The rest of them are sick, but they're not as cool as Raikou. Larvitar and Tyranitar are S tier. Larvitar is adorable. Tyranitar is sick. Pupitar, not as much. Pupitar is a C. Probably my favorite legendary ever. Right there. Ho-Oh, not as big a fan of. Ho-Oh can go B. And Celebi's nice. And I think Celebi will go A. But yeah, obviously the video is going to be shorter because there's not as many Pokemon in Generation 2. Or at least not a lot of new ones introduced. Because what, 1, 2, 5, 6, 17, 18. I'm not going to count all of them. There's like 60 Pokemon here. I don't know. I'm not going to do the math on that. Starting with the starters, like always. Trico is going to be A. They're all A, pretty much. Sceptile's S. All of these guys are A. And that's what that's going to be. Swampert's my go-to when it comes to Generation 3 playthroughs. I just think he's cool. Sceptile's awesome. Mudkip's adorable. Blaziken's cool. I just don't have as much time put in with it as I do the other two. So that's the only reason he's A. Poochyena and Mightyena are solid. I always have them. Usually when I do Generation 3 playthrough, I usually have a Mightyena on my team. I'm just because I really like it. It's early game. It's a cool looking Pokemon. You know, it's nice. Zigzagoon can go here. Linoon is probably where we'll get my first, like, I don't care Pokemon. So Linoon can go D. Wurmple as well can probably go even lower. Being honest. Actually, I'm going to do this really quick. I'm just going to get rid of Y. We're going to get rid of that and just go straight from D to F. And then we'll put Wurmple in D. I don't think Wurmple deserves an F tier rating, but not the biggest fan of the Wurmple. The same is going to go for Silicoon. And honestly, Beautifly. Cascoon can go C and Dustox can go B. I just like Cascoon more. I like the more, like, angrier Pokemon, I guess. Lombre, Lotad, and Ludicolo. Those guys will go C. Those guys can go C for sure. Seedot can go B. Nuzleaf can go C. Not as fond of Nuzleaf. I think Seedot's adorable, and I think Shiftry is really cool. So Shiftry will go A. Kalo's also really nice, and Swellow's an S tier. If you don't think Swellow is an S tier Pokemon, then you're weird. I guess I don't know. Wingull and Pelipper, not as fond of either. So D. Pelipper would go B. Pelipper's okay. Now you've noticed we've gone through what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. There's 30 Pokemon here, and we don't have an F yet. Because as I said, I don't hate any of these Pokemon. I just don't like some as much as the others. Ralts is going to go B. Kirlia, B. Gardevoir can go A. Surskit, D. I'm going to take back what I just said and put Masquerain in F. And then my reasoning now for that and then having Surskit in D is because Viola's Surskit made a fool of Ash in the anime. So Surskit gets bonus points for that. These are some of my favorite Pokemon right here. Shroomish and Breloom, I absolutely adore them. Slacking, Vigoroth, and Slackoth. I don't know why I'm saying these names backwards. These guys are going to go B with Slacking going A. I had a Vigoroth in the Soul Silver Nuzlocke, and I was really looking forward to it because then I would have gone Slacking without Truant, but unfortunately it died, so I never got the chance to actually use it. Nincada, kind of indifferent too. Ninjask is the same. Shedinja is cool. Shedinja can go C. Wishmer and Loudred can go here, but I think X-Plowd is really cool. X-Plowd's solid. Makuhita is a solid C. Hariyama's S. Hariyama's really cool. Indifferent to Azurill. Nosepass is indifferent. The cats are indifferent. I love Sableye. Sableye can go up here. Mawile I'm not fond of, so I would put it D. But I feel bad for Masquerain being an F, so I'll put Mawile an F with Masquerain. Lairon, A. Aggron's at S tier. Aggron, awesome. Meditite and Metacam, not as fond of. Same thing goes for the dogs. Manectric's okay. Manectric can go C. I don't know if you haven't figured it out by watching the last two yet. But I don't really do this beforehand. I kind of just rank them as I go. These things are F though. If there's going to be and these, well, you can go D because there's a metal band named after you. Fusselminum, horrible, awful Pokemon. Illumise and Volbeat are also awful. Roselia, probably do D. Not same with Gulping and Swalot. Arvana's a C. Torpedo is B. No, they're both B. They're both really cool. They're sharks, dude. Well, it's a piranha and then a shark. So, Wailmer and Wailord can go D. Numel and Camerupt can go there. I love Torkoal. Torkoal's an S tier. Torkoal is fantastic. Spoink is adorable. I don't like Grumpig. Not a fan of Spinda. Trapinch is adorable. He goes B. Bravo C. Flygon A. Now that might be weird for people. Cacnea. Cacnea and Cactus are gonna go C. They're okay. Not a fan of Swablu in them. And Altaria. Zangoose is cool. Viper is cool. Lunatone and Solrock I think are awesome. And I still believe that Sun and Moon should have done something with them. Again, don't hate, just don't like. Not a fan of Barbouch. Not a fan of Wishcash. I'm going to appease some people. I'm going to move all of these up. These ones I'm not okay with. These ones will go up to D, but these guys can stay in purgatory. I don't care. These four down here are like the lowest of the low. Corphish is sick. Corphish is solid. Groudon's really cool. Baltoy is really cool. Bladel is really cool. The fossils for this gen are nice. Cradily is an S. I love Cradily. Not as big of a fan as Armaldo, but Armaldo is still really cool. So Armaldo will go B. Feebas will go D. Milotic, we can go C. Castform is an A tier. Castform is really cool. Kecleon, we can go D. Shuppets, D. Banette is really nice. Banette will go B. Duskull is solid. Duskull and Dusclops are both A tiers. Tropius is also sick, so Tropius is going to go in A. Trimeco, I'm not as big into, so that'll go B. Absol's an S tier. Wynot is a C tier. Snorunt is an S tier. Glalie is an S tier. I love both of these Pokemon with every fiber of my being. Feels adorable. Celio, not so much. Walreign's a powerhouse, so Walrein can go B. Clamperl can go. Clamperl and Huntail. Gorbis can go in F. They can join down here. Relicanth can go B. Relicanth is cool. Lovedisc go here. Bagon and Shelgon can go there. Salamence is going to go up in A. Salamence is cool. Beldum, Metang A. Metagross S. Metagross is fantastic. Regirock and them. Where do I put the Reggies at? I didn't think this far ahead. Regice has always been my favorite, but Regirock gave us the ultimate Pokemon cry. So we'll do A tier for them. Latios and Latios are cool. We'll just throw them in A. They're all A.
if I'm being entirely honest. Kyogre's an S tier. Kyogre's insane. Groudon's cool too, not as big a fan. Groudon can go A. Rayquaza's an S tier, because why wouldn't it be? Jirachi's an A, and Deoxys is an A. Turtwig and them an S tier. They're perfect. It's the perfect starter line. I'm sorry. Same thing with these guys. Not a Piplup guy though. I'm just not. I'm sorry. Starly's cool. Staravia's not as cool. Staraptor's an S tier. I think after I don't know if I'm contradicting myself from the Gen 2 video, but I think after Noctowl, Staraptor is my next go-to bird. Bidoof is S tier. For it's God. Henceforth Sinnoh being realm of the gods. Bibarel I'm not as fond of. Bibarel will go C with Staravia. Same with Kricketot. Kricketune can go A because much like Regirock, it has one of the best cries in all of Pokemon. Shinx, Luxio, Luxray. S. Perfect and adorable. The perfect middle evolution, and Luxray is just so cool. Just think it should be like Dark type. Electric Dark instead of pure electric. I don't know. Badoo, not a fan of. I hate the fact that it evolves by friendship, and it's one of the weakest Pokemon ever, I think. I don't know its base stat total off the top of my head, but I'm assuming it ranks somewhere. It's got to be higher than Sunkern and Wishiwashi at least, but I'm assuming it's not that high. Roserade's actually really cool. Rainidos is awesome. Rampardos is an S tier. I think when it comes to fossil Pokemon, at least for Gen 4, this is my favorite pair. Rampardos is just so cool. It's a big dinosaur. There's not much to say there. Shieldon and Bastion are cool. They're just not my go-to. These things are F. I hate Burmy. Anything that uses Protect as its main way of battling, for me, immediate F tier. I haven't fought enough Mothim to know if they also have Protect, but it's gonna go in because it's related to Burmy and Wormadam. Let's see here. Combee, Vespiquen. Combee's okay. Vespiquen is really cool. Pachirisu is bad. Not a fan of it. Weasel's an S tier. Because Weasel's perfection. And Floatzel is not perfection. Floatzel can go B. Floatzel's cool. I just think it's Weasel, but grown up. It's basically Floatzel is what Pawmo to Pawmot is. It's just the same Pokemon, but bigger. And I'm not a fan of that. Charm and Cherubi can go F. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on them, but I don't like them. I guess I'll put you in there too. The Shelosses I'm not a fan of either, but Gastrodon is perfection. It's a solid Pokemon. Ambipom is cool. Not as cool as Apom, so I'll put it B. Drifloon and Drifblim are solid. I'll actually move you up an A, and Drifblim's an S tier. I've come to really, really love Drifblim. I don't know. Just C for you, them. Miss Magius is solid. Honchkrow's an S tier. Honchkrow is fantastic. Glameow and Perugly, again, don't have opinions on them. Chingling's F. Stunky's there. Stuntank is also there. Bronzor is there. Bronzong I've come to appreciate. Bonsley is not. I don't like the baby Pokemon. Nah. Chatot is cool because Chatter's insane. Spiritomb's an S tier. Gibble is, I don't know. For a pseudo legendary, I think Garchomp is fantastic. I'm not a fan of these guys though. Well, Gible can go A, because Gible in the anime is fantastic. How it just demolishes Piplup with Draco Meteors. Gabite doesn't really have anything going for it, so it can just sit in B tier, being the middle of everything, I guess. Munchlax is fantastic. Railu and Lucario are fantastic. They're both S tier. Railu's adorable, and Lucario is just Lucario. Hippopotas and Hippowdon, I think go B. Don't have opinions on them. Skorupi is solid. Drapion's an S tier. Same with Krogunk and Toxicroak. They'll be A. They're solid Pokemon. I can't put Toxicroak in S right now. Carnivine will go B. Finneon, it's not horrible, so I'll go the C tier. Same with the Minion. Mantike, probably the same thing. Same thing with Snover. Same thing with Abomasnow. I don't know why I can't escape Abomasnow. He follows me everywhere. Weavile's an S tier. Weavile is fantastic. Magnezone, fantastic. Licky is solid. Rhyperior is solid. Tangrowth is solid. Electivire is S tier. Magmortar is solid. Togekiss, solid. They're all evolutions from Generation 1 and 2 Pokemon. Right? Yes. Yeah. Don't mind me. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Yanmega's an S tier. Leafeon and Glaceon are going to B. Because we have established I'm not an Eevee guy, other than Umbreon. I think Umbreon is perfection. But even then, I think I put Umbreon like A. Gliscor is an S tier. Mamoswine is an S tier. Porygon Z, we can go B. Glade is an A tier. Probopass is B. Dusknoir is A. Dusknoir is really nice. Frostlass is also nice. I appreciate Frostlass a lot. I still like Glalie more, but Frostlass is still really nice. Rotom is S tier. And I guess just because of that, I think we're just going to include his different forms just as Rotom, so they're all going to go here. But it's just Rotom. Uxie, Azelf, Mesprit, the Lake Trio, not the biggest fan. Their music bangs. I'll give them that. But when it comes to them as Pokemon, it's not it. Especially you. Actually, you're gonna go F just because of the Soul Silver Nuzlocke. You deserve to be here. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do the same thing we did with Sunkern. Why? Boom. You belong there. I don't have ill feelings toward these two though. These two are fine. Where'd I put you? You put you in B. You guys go C. Dialga is cool. Dialga will go A. I think their origin forms are stupid. Palkia is my favorite, so Palkia is an S tier. Origin forms are stupid. Heatran is cool. Heatran, we can go B. Regigigas is awesome. Regigigas is A. Giratina is S. Cresselia is okay. Cresselia can go B. Manaphy and Fion can go C. Darkrai is an S. Darkrai is peak Pokemon. Shaman will go B. And Arceus can go A for Arceus. We're going to start off with number 0 themselves, Victini. Victini is going to go A. Victini is solid. Victini is very cute. That's how that one's going to. Going on to the starters. Snivy is S tier. Servine, I'm not biggest fan of, and neither am I a fan of Superior. They're cool. They're just not good. Tepig will be A.
Ignite, not a fan of. Embor, Embor's okay. I know he got a lot of hate initially, but I've come to appreciate him as a Pokemon. Also, that's one of the coolest shinies ever. Oshawott, Dua, and Samurott are S tier. Some of my favorite Pokemon ever. They're my go-to always whenever I do Generation 5 playthrough. Oshawott was my pick for Legends Arceus, and that hurt me because Cyndaquil was another option. Um, but I really wanted to run a Hisuian Arcanine, so I chose the water starter so I wouldn't have two fire types on the team. Um, Trat, it's cool. Gotta go B. Yes. Watchdog's also cool. Put him C. Yeah, we'll put Patrat B, Watchdog C. Watchdog's okay. I don't hate him. He just kind of exists. But if you want to know a fun fact about him, apparently from what I found out, is he has the highest catch rate out of all the fully evolved Pokemon. If you were to get all of the fully evolved Pokemon and put him in a room, the most likely to get caught first would be Watchdog. He has a catch rate of like 35 or something. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to memorize catch rates yet, but Watchdog is the highest for fully evolved Pokemons. The dogs. Lillipup is an S tier. Herdier is an A tier. Statland is an A tier. Lillipup is fantastic. It's adorable. It could do no wrong. Herdier is older gruff, and Statland is older gruff. I feel Herdier and Statland have the same effect that Pomop, Weasel, Floatzel have on me. The fact that Statland is just Herdier but bigger. Which I mean it is. If you look at them, the only difference between Statland and Herdier is that Statland is obviously bigger and its hair is longer. Doesn't mean that they're bad Pokemon. Statland is fantastic. Purloin is cute. Purloin go B. Liepard's really cool. Liepard can go A. The elemental monkeys, I actually like them. I know a lot of people don't, and that hurts me because they're really fun. They're really cool. And I think wasn't Simisear voted like the worst Pokemon ever in Japan a couple years ago or something? I don't know. I like them. That's all that matters. Pansage and Simisage are A. Pansear B. Simisear B. Panpour will go B. Simipour is an S tier. I have a Simipour in the Black Versus that I'm doing with Sam right now, and it's carrying me through the game. Muna, we can go. Muna and Mersharna will go B. They're nice Pokemon. Heatove and Tranquil, I'm not cool of. And Unpheasant's probably the same. You know, they're probably more. They're on the lackluster side of the regional birds. Sorry. Blitzle's fantastic. Zebtrika, fantastic. Both really cool Pokemon. You're gonna hear me say that a lot in this video, that, oh, blah blah Pokemon is so cool. They're fantastic. That's a lot of them are. I have a lot of time spent with this generation. I think all of the Pokemon, well, I think most of the Pokemon are great. There's not a D, or actually, should be F, for being honest. I really got to start making the list and the tiers beforehand. I think Rock and Roll's adorable. Boldor, not as cool. Gigalith is fantastic though. Gigalith is S tier. Gigalith is a behemoth, and I love that. Woobat and Swoobat. Woobat's cute. Woobat can go C. Swoobat's gonna be our first F tier. I think Heart Stamp was cool for an exclusive move for him. I'm just not a Swoobat guy. Never got my attention. Drillbur? Drillbur could probably go C as well. Excadrill is an A tier though. Excadrill, really nice. Excadrill's fun. I don't know, it's gonna be an S tier. Don't ask me why. Of all of the Pokemon that I could put in S tier, why Audino? I don't know. I just have a fondness for it, I guess. Timber, Girder, Conkeldurr. Gonna go. We're actually gonna split them up. We're gonna go Timber B. Conkeldurr's gonna go A, and Girder's gonna go with Timber at B. And I have a funny story about Conkeldurr. On my very first Black playthrough, when I found out that you had to trade Girder to get Conkeldurr, I ended up asking a buddy of mine to do it, and the only way that he would trade it to me is if I traded him my my Tornadus, because I guess Thundurus was exclusive to, or Tornadus was exclusive to White. I don't even know. I don't even remember if they're exclusive or not. All I know is he wouldn't give me the Girder unless I gave him the Tornadus. And I was really, really wanting a Conkeldurr, so I made the trade and I got a Conkeldurr. Time Pull's adorable. Time Pull can go A. I don't know why Palpitoad exists. Palpitoad can go F. Seismitoad can go B. Vast differences between that evolution line, but it's just what it is. I think Throw and Sock are cool for Pokemon. I was always a fan of Sock more, and I actively hunted for one. So Sock will go A, and I'll put Throw in B. Put Throw in C. Throw can go down there for right now. Suwaddle's cute, can go A. Swaddloon's not so much. Leavanny, go. Where'd I put you? No, you go there. Leavanny's an A. I right clicked on accident and it made the computer menu pop up. Venipede's A, and Whirlipede and Scolipede are S. I always try and get a Scolipede on my team when I play a Generation 5 playthrough. It's one of my absolute favorite Pokemon to come out of this generation. It's also a beast, too, because its hidden ability is Speed Boost, and then it gets Swords and Steamroller, so it just demolishes everything. Is Speed Boost its hidden ability? I think it is, because I think it gets Swarm. Maybe Unnerve? I'm gonna check that really quick. Hold on. Yeah, its hidden ability is Speed Boost, and then it gets Swarm and Poison Point. So Cottony, Whimsicott can go A, and Cottony can go B. Petalil is a disgrace. Don't like Petalil. Love Lilligant though. I feel the same way about Lilligant that I feel about Audino. I just like it. I do remember that when the black and white Pokemon cards were first coming out, I made it my mission to like collect every Lilligant card I could. I don't know why, it was my favorite Pokemon for like a month and a half. Basculin's cool. Basculin, go. No, I'd make a joke out of it. Basculin can go. I was gonna say go B for Basculin, but we're just gonna go A. I do think Basculin's really cool. Sandile, Rock, and Crocodile are S tiers. If you don't think so, your opinion is wrong. Change it. Darumaka, despite hunting for it like religiously, playing Generation 5 games, I don't like it as that much. But Darumaka is gonna go C. I think what it was is I always hunted it because it's one of the like few fire types that you could get in the game. Because what if you didn't pick Tepig,
It was either Simisear. It was just Simisear because Heatmore doesn't appear until what? Twist Mountain, I think. Yeah, in Volcarona you couldn't get to for a minute. I don't know. Reshiram was obviously endgame. Basically, Darmok and Darmanitan were like your fire type if you didn't pick Tepig. Speaking of, Darmanitan is sick. Darmanitan's going A. Maractus is also going A. I really like Maractus. Dwebble is adorable. Dwebble will go S. Crustle will go A. Scraggy and Scrafty are cool. They can go A. Sigilyph is also really cool, but I have ill feelings towards it because of end fights in the game. If you haven't seen it already, I made a video talking about like bad Pokemon battles, and in Black and White, when in Boss's City, when you fight N in front of the Ferris wheel or in front of the gym, I guess, he has a Sigilyph, and for whatever reason, it would just sweep my team constantly. So for that reason alone, despite being so cool looking, Sigilyph is going to go C. Yamask is going to be S. I love Yamask. I think he's adorable. Cofagrigus is S. Insanely cool Pokemon. The fossils for Unova, Jotuga, Caracosta, Arcan, and Archeops. To me, probably the weakest fossils so far in the generations we've done. Probably gonna go C across the board for them. Being entirely honest. The trash bags. Trubbish is gonna go C. I've grown to appreciate Garbodor, so Garbodor can go B. Zorua is an A, and Zoroark is an S. Zoroark was adorable. Zoroark is just really cool. Minchino and Shinsino. I actually don't know where to put these. We use me and a buddy of mine. We use a Shinsino for competitive sometimes. We're used to back in the like X and Y days. Because we used to call it clean sleep because it gets skill link. Remember that ability? It's the one that makes multi-hit attacks guaranteed to hit 5 times, and we just give it like Rock Blast, Tail Slap, and Bullet Seed, and just like demolish people. So I'll go B probably for him. That seems fair for him for right now. Gothita, don't like. I know it's supposed to be a doll. It's supposed to be a baby and cute. I feel the same way about it that I feel about Seeking. Not good. Gothorita will be the same. We'll put Gothorita there as well. Gothitel's cool though. Gothitelle will go B. Again, with like Herdier and Stoutland, it's just grown up. Its dress gets longer. That's all that changes about it. Solosis, Duosion, Reuniclus are really nice. I really like them. We can do Solosis and Duosion A. Reuniclus is S. Reuniclus is a fantastic Pokemon. Love using it in battle. Also has one of the cooler shinies in the game. Don't like Ducklet. Don't like Swanna. I don't have a reason for. I hate the way that Ducklet looks at me. Annoying. And shouldn't stare. Ice creams are gonna go F. Ice cream cones. I don't know. Kind of dumb. Deerling is A tier. Deerling is fantastic. Deerling is adorable. The whole different season, different color gimmick. Fantastic Pokemon design. Which brings me to Sawsbuck, who go to S tier. They're Deerling, but just so much cooler. I already love deer, and the design choices for them based on the weather, perfect. Spring flowers, winter it turns white, summer it's green, fall it turns red. Perfection. Don't like Amalga. Amalga can go down here. Same with Carablast. Escavalier is cool. Escavalier go B. Fungus and Amoongus are gonna go F. Frillish is cool. Frillish can go A. Jellicent can go S, because Jellicent's actually really cool. I didn't use them a lot, but over the years I have grown to appreciate them a lot. Jellicent go up here. I also think Water Ghost is a ridiculously cool typing to have. Big Ghost Water. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Aluminum is an F. Should have capsized on making it Love Disc Evolution. You know. Joltik and Galvantula are S tier. A lot like me wanting to collect all of the Lilligant cards, I also wanted all of the Galvantula cards. I really like spiders. I think spiders are super cool. And the thought of an electric spider, even cooler. Ferroseed can go A. Ferroseed can go B. It's just a seed. Ferrothorn, S tier, however. Ferrothorn, really nice. Really like Ferrothorn. Almost swept me in a Nuzlocke. Don't care. Still think it's a really sick Pokemon. Clink Clang and Klinklang go B. Like a middle of the run thing. Tynamo's an F. I hate this Pokemon. Electrike can go C. Electros can go A. LGM and Behem. LGM can go B. With Behem. They can both go there. They're not bad. Don't have a lot of experience with them, but they're not bad. Again, yes. Litwick and Lampent are going to go A, and Chandelure is going to go S. I've said this 1,000 times already about half of these Pokemon. Chandelure is the coolest Pokemon ever. Can't tell me it's not. Dragons, Axew, going to go up. I'm not a fan of them. I'm going to be honest. Iris's Axew is quirky and fun and all, but as a Pokemon, not intrigued. Same thing with Fracture. Haxorus can go A. Just because he's a behemoth, and much like some of the other Pokemon here, really cool shiny, which for whatever reason Gen 5 went stupidly hard with the shinies, and I appreciate it a lot for that. Also, why wasn't he a pseudo legendary? Hydreigon is sick. In fact, we're just gonna put him up quick because I know that's what people are gonna be waiting for. He's an S tier. I love him so much. Why wasn't Haxorus the pseudo legendary? It makes no sense. The Bears, Cubchoo's an A tier. Beartick is a B. Cryogonal's an S. I love the Ice Cube. And fun fact about Cryogonal, he's also the only non-legendary genderless Pokemon that can learn Attract. Although there's some gimmicks to it, I guess. I think it has to be used on another genderless Pokemon, or it doesn't work or something. I don't know the formalities of it. All I know is that exists. Shelmet's going to go down here with Carablast. Excelgor will join B tier with Scavalier. Stunfisk goes down here. You're bad for ruining my friend's Nuzlocke. Here. Mienfoo and Mienshao are going to go A. They're solid Pokemon. Drotagon's a solid C. Golett and Golurk are S tier. I love Golurk with a passion. If you've watched my top 3 Pokemon of each generation video, you'll know that Golurk was one of them. He's just a big ghost golem mech thing that can turn into a rocket, and if that doesn't sound cool to you, I don't know what would. Poniard, A. Bisharp, S. Boufflant, A. Boufflant is just a better Tauros. Had one in my White Nuzlocke. Carried me until it died. So sorry that happened, by the way. Rufflet and Braviary, not cool enough. Rufflet, we can go F. And then Braviary will put C. Again, not my favorite birds. Neither is Volibee. Man, it's the same thing. Rufflet, Volibee F. Braviary, Mando's C. Eatmore, go B. Durant is an A. Love Durant. Dino and Zweilous are going to go B as well. I know I put Hydreigon in S, but Dino and Zweilous just aren't my cup of tea. Larvesta's an A. Volcarona's an S. Cavalion is an A. Terrakions an A. And Virizion is a B. Terrakion's my favorite of the three. I have a funny memory of it, because Terrakion's the first time I ever used a timer ball properly. So, fun fact there. I think I was stuck in his battle for like a while. It was enough to make the timer ball work. So take that as you will. I think some of these forms are dumb. Tornadus is going to go A. The Tornadus and Thunderous Therian forms go F because I don't like them. I feel the same way about these two forms that I do about Dialga and Palkia's origin forms. You go up here. I think Landorus' Therian form is a lot better. It can go B, and then Landorus can go up here. Reshiram? Reshiram's cool. Reshiram will go A. Zekrom's an S tier. Because Zekrom is my go-to when it comes to the games. I love them so much. White Kyurem and Black Kyurem go A. This might be somewhat drawing heat. So White and Black Kyurem go A. Normal Kyurem goes S. I think Normal Kyurem is really cool looking. Keldeo can go B. Meloetta will go B. And then Genesect is an S tier Pokemon. You go here. You go here. And you go here. I don't like Pulaudin. I just don't. Chespin's dope. Chestnut's insane. Chestnut's really cool. Fennekin, Rexen, and Delphox. I forgot what this thing was called. I don't like these Pokemon. I don't like them. Roki, Frogadier, and Greninja, however, are great. Really cool Pokemon. Bunnelby and Diggersby are gonna go probably down here. You know, they kind of just exist. Fletchling and Fletchendeer are cool. Talonflame is really cool. Scatterbug, Spupa, and Pavilion? I don't know. I feel meh about them too. Pavilion having multiple forms is cool. Litleo's cool. Pyroar is really cool. Flabebe, cool. Floette, cool. Florges, sick. Love Florges. Florges is really cool. Skidoo and Gogoat are also going to be S tier. Really fun Pokemon. Pancham is cool, and Pangoro is cool. Furfrou is meh. Esper, also meh. Meowstic, also meh. Honedge is cool. Doublade is cool. Aegis/Slash is really cool. Tell how that's set up. That's how we're doing it. Solid. Spritzy and Aromatisse are awful. Those are going to be the first Pokemon down here. Swirlix and Slurpuff, I don't hate as much. So they can go meh. Inkay's really cool, and Malamar's really cool. I don't have any attachment to either of these, but I think the way Inkay evolves is really cool, so that's why it's in really cool. Binacle is meh. Barbaracle is cool. I can't talk anymore, I guess.
Skrelp is really cool. Dragalge is sick. Really like Dragalge. Same thing here. Uh, Launcher? Launcher is really cool. Flawlitzer, sick. Pray I pronounced that right. We've always had a different name for this in the friend group. And it's a name that I can't say on YouTube. So hopefully I was able to pronounce his name right. Helioptile and the Heliolisk are meh. Not a fan of these Pokemon. Tyrunt, Tyrantrum are really cool. Amor and Amoris, not as much. They can go cool. Sylveon's really cool. Palucha is really cool. Dedenne is a meh. Harbink is meh. Gumi's cool. Sligoo's meh. Goodra is really cool. Lefkey is cool. Phantump and Trevenant are sick. I love these Pokemon. I think Phantump is adorable, and Trevenant is just really cool. Also, super solid shinies between the two of them. Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist. Probably gonna go meh for those. Same with Bergmite and Avalugg. We'll do the Noibat and Noivern. Noibat's cool. Noivern's cool. Noivern's really cool. We'll move both of them up. Actually, both of them can go really cool. Xerneas is cool. Veltal is really cool. 50% Zygarde, really cool. 100% Zygarde, sick. And 70% is also really cool. Diancie is an S tier. Diancie is sick. I really like Diancie. Hoopa Unbound is cool. Hoopa is sick. I really like regular Hoopa over his Unbound form. And Volcanion's really cool. Rowlet, solid. Dart. I feel the same about Dartrix that I feel about Quilladin. Chespin's middle Evo. They're just weird. Decidueye is an S tier. Litten, Torracat are A. Incineroar is an S tier. And I'm so thankful I was able to get him. I missed out on his Terra event in Scarlet and Violet. His first run, but I got him today, an hour before his event ended. All I can say is it sucked. I tried using Dondozo, Malamar, and a couple of other Pokemon that people were using, but I ended up just using Iron Hands because, again, for whatever reason, Iron Hands is just the greatest Pokemon ever. So Iron Hands got it for me with like half the timer left. It was insane. Popplio, gonna be some hot takes because Popplio was my starter. Popplio is an S tier Pokemon. Brionne is a B. So is Primarina. I love Popplio. Brionne and Primarina are cool. Not as big a fan as Brionne as I am Primarina, but they're kind of. We'll just lump them together for simplicity's sake. Pikipek, Trumbeak, and Toucannon. Let's see here. Where do I want to put you guys at? Pikipek and B. Not the worst. Trumbeak can go C. Toucannon can go A. I really like Toucannon. I think Beak Blast is one of the coolest moves Pokemon. Because it has that burn chance and everything. Super solid. Goongoose and Goomshoosh can go D. Those will go down there. Reuben is a B. Not Gruben's an A. Gruben's really solid. Chargebug is an S tier. Greatest cry in all of anime. And Vikavolt is also an S tier. Really solid Pokemon. For Brawler, go. Pretty C for Brawler. Carbomidable can also go C. Or Choreo can go D. I'm not fond of it, but it's not horrible. I think the Dancer ability is really cool. Cutiefly and Rabombi can also go here. Rockruff is an S. Was it Dawn? That's Midnight, Dusk, and Dawn, right? Midnight's an S. The other two can go A. Wishy-Washy can go C. But Wishy-Washy schooling form will also go D. I always forget Wishy-Washy doesn't have that this isn't an evolution for Wishy-Washy. It's just a bunch of Wishy-Washy together. And it confuses me. Actually, I'm gonna drop him down to F purely for making Sunkern not the worst Pokemon ever. Marini, solid. Toxapex is also solid. They can go B. Mudbray, be a C. Mudsdale can go C. These guys are going down here because they give me war flashbacks from the Wi-Fi battles in Sun and Moon. This thing shouldn't have stamina. It shouldn't. Jupiter and Araquanid are solid. They can go B. Romantis. Romantis will go C. Lurantis will go B. Morlul and Shiinotic, we can go F. Not fond of them. Salandit and Salazzle can go B. Stuffle's an A tier. Beware. No, they're both S tier. I don't care what anybody says. They're both S tier. Stuffle's adorable. Beware is just the goat. Bonesweet, Steenie, and Serena. Probably C tier. We'll be honest. Foamface a D. Rangaroo and Pissimian are D. Wimpod is a D. Golisopod's an S tier. Sandygast B. Palosand A. Pukumuku the D. Typenol A. Savali A. Minior S. I love Minior. Komala. Probably F. Turtonator's solid. Turtonator can go B. Togedemaru can go C. Mimikyu A. I hate this thing with... Why is this a thing? Why does Bruxish exist? I don't know what it is, and fish Pokemon just like tanking after Generation 6. Was there... I just did the ranking. Was there a Gen 6 fish? I can't remember right now. I'm sure there is though. There's a fish for every generation. Drampa is solid. Drampa go B. Dhelmise can also go B. Its design is insane. Jangmo, Hakamoa, and Kamoa. I could never say these guys' name. They're gonna go B though. They're solid. Now I move on to the Tapus. They're all B. I'm gonna be honest. Nebby can go A. I don't like Cosmo. Don't like Cosmo. Sogaleo A. Lunala A. And now we move on to the Ultra Beasts. Nihilego can go B. I know it was the first one. Well, if we're not counting these as Ultra Beasts for right now, you know this. Even though this was the first one that was pretty much introduced, it I don't know, doesn't have big an impact for me. I think Buzz Swole is an S tier. Buzzwole is insane. Pheromosa probably a C. Zerkatry can go B. Celestelia can go C. Cortana A. Uh, Guzzlord, I was blanking on his name. He can go B. Uh, Dawnwings, probably B. Same with Duskmane. Ultra Necrozma's S tier. Regular Necrozma is a C. Magearna is an A. Marshadow, my boy, S tier. Claypool A. Naganadel A. Stakataka C. Lacephalon B. Zeraora, my other boy, S. Meltan is a A, and Melmetal is also an A. Grookey here. Do Wacky and Rillaboom here. Scorbunny, Rabu, and Cinderace are here. Sobbles and S here. Drizzle is a C, and Talion is a B. When the starters first got announced for Sword and Shield, I was very much on Sobble Squad. I wanted Sobble because, as it's seen, aside from like Gen 2 and 5, 7, I guess, I always picked the water starter. So, well, no, that's a lie. I always find myself going back and forth between the starters. Gen 3, I'm a water guy. Gen 5, I'm a water guy. Gen 6, I'm a water guy. Gen 7, I'm a water guy. So I was gonna pick Solo because I thought it was cool. And then Inteleon came out. Well, I guess Drizzle and Inteleon. Drizzle was I liked Drizzle more than Inteleon back then, but now I think Inteleon's grown on me. Still not a fan of Drizzle. So they're gonna, but it was basically because of Inteleon. I switched boats and I joined Grookey Gang. So I picked up Grookey. Squovet, Deep, Greedent, not a fan. He Squovet's adorable. He just got big and fat. It's not pleasing to look at, I guess. But I'm one to talk in that regard. Rookity? A. I think, and Corviknight go S. I think this is one of the stronger regional bird lines in Pokemon. I really like it. And again, like some Pokemon from this series, Corviknight just has a really sick shiny, and I just like it a lot. Flipbug and Dottler are gonna go C. I think Orbeetle is pretty sick though. Orbeetle is really fun. Nickit and Thievel are gonna go B. Glossifleur and Eldegoss can go C. Wooloo is an A. Dubwool is a C. Choodle and Dreadnought are A. I really like Dreadnought. I think Choodle's adorable. Yamper is a B. Voltund is a B. Here's another Pokemon that I ran on my team. We're going to do Roly-Poly, B. Carkol, B. And Colossal, going to go D. I'm going to add in that second gonna add in that new row, just F, and we're not gonna add anything into it. I feel bad it's because I feel bad putting Colossal so low, so I have to put a tier below, so he's like not the worst. I just think it's a failed opportunity. I understand where they went with it because he goes from like this to this and then to a furnace. They should have stuck with the whole like steam engine train theme that Carkle looked like it had going on. He's Colossal's just weird. Applin can go C. Same with Flapple. Appleton will go B. I like Appleton more than I like Flapple. I still think it's crazy that these are. Well, Flapple you can see it, but the fact that Appleton and Applin are dragons is still confusing to me, even after a generation. Silicobra and Sandaconda probably do C for them as well. Cramorant's a D. Well, Cramorant will go C just for the fact that when it uses its move, it can sometimes have a Pikachu instead of the Arrokuda or whatever. So that's really nice. Speaking of, Arrokuda and Barraskewda are gonna go F. These guys like to live in that place I call weird fish Pokemon. They can join like Alomola and stuff like that. Toxel's an A. Toxtricity's an S tier. Toxtricity is one of the coolest Pokemon ever. Sizzlipede and Centiskorch. They go A. Centiskorch and Sizzlipede, both, much like Corviknight, really cool shinies. Bobbapus and Graplock are going to go B. And I'd put them A. The fact that they're not water types makes them confusing to me again, even more so than this thing being a dragon. It's literally an octopus, and in the anime, it's literally shown swimming constantly. Why isn't it a water type? So they'll go there. Sinistea and Poltegeist. That's what it's called. These are gonna go C. Or no, these are gonna go D. These guys. What is it? Hatenna. This is Hatenna and this is Hatterene. Hatterene. I forget what this one's called. Probably go C. I like the Impidimp Morgem and Grimmsnarl line more, so those can go B. Obstagoon's another S tier. Obstagoon's fantastic. Berserker's really cool. He can go S. Cursola's cool. Surfetched is an S tier. Mr. Rhyme. Mr. Rhyme can go D. Runagrigus is A. Mycelery, C. Alcremie is also a C. Phalanx is an S tier. Pinchurchin is an F. Not a fan of Pinchurchin. Snom's an A. Frosmoth is an A. Stonjourner is an F. Ice-Q is a D. Both forms of Ice-Q can go D. Galarian Audino can go F. Morpeko can go C. Ufent and Copper probably D. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Probably D. Okay, and now we've got the fossils that I always get confused. I know this is Dracovish. Dracovish is going to go A. Mr. Vish. And then this Arctovish. Arctovish can go C. Arctozolt C. Dracozolt C. I'm hoping I got those right there. Duraludon's an A. Dreepy, Dracloak, and Dragapult. They could probably go B. They're fine. I don't hate them, but as far as pseudo legends go, they're not my favorite. Zacian can go C. Same with its form. Zamazenta's an A though. I was a shield guy instead of a sword guy. I just think Zamazenta's cooler because this is just Sif from Dark Souls, and that's sick. Don't get me wrong, but this thing's whole gimmick is that it holds a sword in its mouth. At least this thing's fur is shaped like a shield. Eternatus. I think normal Eternatus is weird. I think the hand form or the Dynamax form is like sick. It's imposing. It's scary. It can go S. Cubfu's gonna go A. Cubfu's nice. Urshifu, not as fond of. Where'd I put Urshifu? Where'd he go? Urshifu's in B. Rapid Strike and single strike style. Calyrex, I think, looks dumb. Calyrex is gonna go D, and I noticed they didn't have the horses on here. Glacier and Spectaseer, I think are their names. I'll put them in, but we'll put the horses in B. That seems like a pretty nice spot for them. Regieleki's an A tier. Regieleki's insane. Regidrago probably B as well. Yeah, Regidrago can go B. We'll put Regidrago in B. And then just imagine, I'm gonna put it in, but then just put like the horses right here. Calyrex's horses right here. Brigatito, Florigato, and Meowscarda. I'm gonna go A, and then B or C. And that seems too low. I don't like them, but they're not awful. I just need Game Freak to listen to us and keep a cat Pokemon on all fours. Fuecoco was my guy. He's gonna go S. I don't know what Crocular is, or I don't know what he's seen some stuff. So he can go B. Skeledirge is an S tier. The Quaxley line is B. They just exist. Lechonk, wonderful meme content. I won't lie about that. As me liking it as a Pokemon goes, probably go C. Oinkalong will join him there. Tarantula probably go D. Same with Spidops. Nimble can go. Nimble and Low Kicks can go C. They're fine. Palmy is gonna go C. Palmy, my bad. Pomo and Palma are gonna go D. Because it's just it's the hey, I just got bigger evolution. Not a fan of that. Tandemouse, Household, gonna go probably D. Again, not like
anything interesting with them, other than the fact that they have different family sizes upon evolution. Um, like what I said about the Quaxley line, they kind of just exist. Um, Fido, Fido and Dachshund, Dachshund. I can't even remember this thing's name right now. Uh, Fido can go C because I hate its name. This one can go B because it's a good boy. Um, Smoliv is a D. What? Dolive? I don't think I've ever actually like paid attention to the middle evolution, but I know this is our Bolivia. If you get our Bolivia in a Terra raid, you're okay. Healing is always nice. Squawkabilly. I hate Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly is the bane of my existence. It's there's one Pokemon, two Pokemon in this generation I hate more than Squawkabilly, and we'll get to them. Knackle. It's Salt from the periodic table. They go C. Was it Knackle Snack, and Organical? I don't know. Charcadet's an easy A for me. Armor Rouge is an S. Cerulege is an S. They're good Pokemon. I like Armor Rouge more than Cerulege. I said it. Deal with it. Tadbolt, not a fan. Not a fan of Bellybolt either. Not gonna lie. Wattrel can go B with Kilowattrel. Mastiff is B. Mabostiff is S. Shroodle can go D. Grafia can go C. What is it? Bramblin and Brambleghast? I had to think about that for a minute. What's with Pokemon being like things turning into bigger versions of itself and they just put No. It's the reverse. It's Sandy Gas to Palossand. Now it's Bramble to Brambleghast. We need to stop making ghost type Pokemon's name just be something gassed. They're gonna go B though. They're okay. I like them. I like them as Pokemon. Toadschool is funny. He's gonna go B. Toadscruel can also go B. Cloth is okay. Cloth can go C. Capsacid can go D. And Scovillain can go B. You know, the first fire grass type Pokemon is he's cool in his own mind. I like that they went for the whole like pepper, like Snapdragon thing. But it looks more like a middle evolution than it does a final evolution. I feel like there's something after Scovillain that should be there, but there's just not. I hate these things. Rabscaba and Relor. Nah. I hate the way this one looks at me. What is this? Flittle and Espartha? Probably D. What is it? Tinkaton, Tinkatuff, and Tinkatink? I don't know. I don't know why I can't remember any of the Gen 9 Pokemon right now. They're gonna go like C. Not gonna lie, I'm not fond of a lot of the Paldeamons I'm finding. Wiglet's crazy. Wiglet can go D. Wugtrio is gonna go D. Bombardier or Bombardier, however you say it, that's F. I hate this Pokemon. I actually despise this Pokemon. Is this two Finizen, or is this just Finizen, Palafin, and Palafin form? C, I guess. Varoom and Revaroom. They can go A or B. They're cool. They're solid. Cyclizar is sick. Cyclizar can go A. Orthworm can go C. Glimmet and Glimora are going to go F. Not a fan of these. Graveard and Houndstone are S tiers. I don't care what anybody says. They're good boys. I hate Flamigo purely because of its name. It's not F worthy, so we'll throw it in D. Citadel and Cetitan are actually pretty cool. Those can go B. This is F. Veluza, the worst Pokemon ever. I've come to appreciate Dondozo. Dondozo can go A. Tatsugiri, not as much. Tatsugiri can go C. Annihilate is solid. The Paldean Tauros is okay. Why are these on here? I thought it was just going to be Paldea Pokemon. And granted, they're Paldea Pokemon, but they're like Paldean forms of Cantonian Pokemon. We're going to do this really quick. We're just going to do like a new row. And we'll just do regional form. And put everything in here. That is not how you spell that. Regional forms. And then we'll come back. And assuming all goes well, all regional forms get their own tier list. Clodsire is an A. Farigiraf is going to go B. The Dunsparce is an S tier. It's hilarious. Its name is funny. The fact that it's just it goes against everything that I've said about Weasel, Floatzel, Pomo, Pomot. It's just Dunsparce, but bigger. But I love that. For whatever Dunsparce makes it work. Don't know how, don't know why, it just does, and I love it. Fantastic. King Gambit is an S tier. Fantastic Pokemon. And now it appears we go into the Paradox Pokemon. Great Tusk is going to go A. Screamtails is a C. Brute Bonnet, also a C. Fluttermane is an A. Slitherwing is a B. Dandy Shocks is a C. These are all... I was going to say these are all going to go F because I always proclaim my hatred of them just being robot versions of the other one. But one of them I actually really, really like. Iron Treads, Iron Treads will go D. Iron Bundle, D. Iron Hands is peak Pokemon. Iron Hands is going to go A. It's a Terror Raid killer. You know, Belly Drum, Drain Punch kills everything. I'm so sorry. Iron Jugulus D. What was it? Iron Moth D. Iron Thorns D. Okay, the Jugulus and Iron Moth you could make a case for because the wings are detached. This one has something. Iron Thorns is literally it's just if Tyranitar had armor. That's all it is. If you think that's cool Pokemon design, I'm so sorry. Frigivax, Arctivax, and Baxcalibur. Let's see here. Probably throw him C. Kind of underwhelming as far as the pseudo legendaries go. Gimmighoul is okay. Gimmighoul, we can go C. Kind of a middle of the road thing. Glad I got some shinies for it. I think I got like 5 total. From the event that happened in August. Goldengo probably joined them. A Ruination Pokemon? What is it? Wo-Chien. Yeah, Wo-Chien is going to go probably B. Chien-Pao's a B. Tinglu is an A, and Chi-Yu is gonna go. Chi-Yu can go A. Chi-Yu's cool. Roaring Moon, that's a solid A. Iron Valiant, another A tier. It's when I first saw Iron Valiant, I thought it was just Mega Gallade with again, and it kind of is because it's got like the cape and everything. But I don't know, something about Iron Valiant, it makes the whole I'm a robot version work. Uh, Unlike what some of the other ones do. I'm a Scarlet guy, so Koraidon's gonna go here. Miraidon's also gonna go there. Just Miraidon's also super powerful. You know, Electro Drift go burr, I guess. Walking Wake is an A tier. Love this Pokemon. Uh, this is just a Virizion in armor. That's what it is. What is this? Diplin? Diplin can go C. Sinistea and Sinistra? I hope I got those right. I didn't pay attention to these Pokemon. They're regional forms. Never mind. No, they're not. They're completely different Pokemon. They can go C. Okay. Okidogi is gonna go A. I think that his name is fun. Monkey Dory looks like he's annoyed constantly, but he like kind of digs it, so he can go B. And then was it Pheasantipity? Pheasantipity I don't like. Pheasantipity can go D. Ogerpon gets to go S. I don't care what anybody says. She is fantastic, and she is a perfect Pokemon in any of her forms. I know we have a regional form things, and this is just like this is just an Ursaluna, but because it's not called Paldean Ursaluna, it's gonna go S. Blood Moon Ursaluna is the hardest Pokemon designs ever. I'm sorry. I don't even remember what this thing is. Duraludon to wasn't it what Archeliodon or something? I don't know. It's just Duraludon but bigger. D. Hydrapple is solid. Hydrapple can go B. Uh these two I don't remember. I missed these two completely. So what we'll do I can't admit it's gotta be like Roaring Sun or something like that. I can go D. This is Raging Bolt. I remember this one. Can't remember the Entei. Raging Bolt can go D as well. Iron Boulder, just a metallic version of. It's just Tracheon in armor. This is just Cobalion in armor. Or isn't it what? Iron Crown or whatever? I think he's cool. Terrapagos. Terrapagos is cute. Terrapagos can go A. Terraform can go up there. Petra Runt's just weird. But I like it. It can go C.